Welcome everyone. I'm doing this after the stream I just had today. I am unboxing some trading cards that I bought at Too Many Games. First of all, I can actually show these off real quick, I guess. These were just like free ones that we got. Move my mouse. This, do not sell on eBay, please. I think the back of these are just going to be the same, so we don't have to show those off, obviously. Sorry, I don't have any gloves. I assure you my hands are clean, though. And then we also have... Oh my god, that's, terrible quality. Hold on. What are those cards? They're, Vinesauce cards. Trading cards. I bought them at the video game convention that I was at. Too Many Games, back on Saturday. Hold on one second. I have to make the quality of this better. Yeah, just keep it at 1920 by 1080. Because it was too blurry. So I guess we'll just have that in the background. I wanted something in the background, not just my room, but... Alright, let's see. Does this look any better? Kinda. But this was the other free one that we got. It says streamer mostly. I apologize that it kind of looks a little blurry. I don't know how to actually change that on... I upped the resolution so that it hopefully comes in a little clearer, but... So, when I went to the signing, they were giving these ones out for free as well. Actually, I'll open up the wrapping so you can see it better, because the reflection's coming off on it. Did you design that? No, a multitude of different artists made this in support of a streamer that I follow. His channel name is Vinesauce. Most people refer to him as Vinny. He is part of the reason why I like streaming so much, because it's a lot of fun. And one reason why I wanted to buy these cards is to keep up with the memes. I think I'm gonna put those two free ones that I got in with this. But he's selling his own cards now. They also had like a binder that you could put these in, but I think that was like a little too much for my room, so... Okay. So, yeah, as you can see, like, up there, I have some swag from, like, last year. I got an autograph from, Resident Evil 3, Remake's voice actor of Jill Valentine. English voice actor, of course. I'm only pointing it out because it's, like, very, like, notable back there. Let's see some of my video game collection. Some of my music CDs are up there. Dragon from Skyrim. A whole bunch of stuff up there. So, with this booster pack that I have, so here's the very first one. Vinesauce RPG Squad. The full squad. Mr. Dink. Hold on, I think I can get some better lighting in here, too. I have an overhead light I can turn on, because the lighting's kind of shit right now. There we go, that might actually be a little bit better. And you know what? That light might have made things a little worse, so... I think this is good. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, less reflection. Let's see, does this make it any better? Not really. Unfortunately, this is the best I can do, because this is like on a last-second basis, but yeah, this is RPG squad, the full squad. It seems like Vinny is there at the bottom, along with, kind of looks like Gino, Mr. Dink from Doug. I don't know who the princess one is supposed to be. And then Malo looks like meat. Oh, I think that might be another... I think that might be one of his friends. Forget exactly who that is. I remember this one. This one, Slime Girl Champ flees the country after committing war crimes. This was the meme. Oh, there we are. That's pretty clear. This is the meme that got Vinny banned. Because there was an animation that he played on stream that was a little too racy. And he got banned for a few days for it. Oh god, these really should not be here, because that desktop is not the most clean. He got banned from Twitch for like, I think like a day or two. Alright, next one is Plunger Pulpo. Is her mouth a vagina? I somewhat remember this one. Birdo is like a recurring meme. This one's great too. This one made his chat go nuts. Salute by TQ. Don't look up the name on Google. Seriously, don't look up the name on Google. I was actually watching that when he did that live. Oh yeah, this is one of the characters that he voiced. I have this game on my wish list. I forget. Well, I would look it up, but oh, it actually has it here. RZ. He voiced Frick the Frog in that game. Fine dining. A fellow member of high society. And here's his band. Red Vox. Shameless self-promo at hashtag ad, hashtag bribe. It's actually just generally good art. I really wish my webcam was not complete shit right now. There we go. Yeah, I'm reading the bottom script because it looks really blurry, so sorry about that. There's a whole bunch of other cards in that Leaf deck that I have, so yeah, this is just the booster pack right now. Okay, so next one, Emmanuel Blast from Vinemon. I think this is like a game someone made. I might have even been watching at the time when I saw it. Vinemon Sauce Edition. This calls for a Manual Blast. This might have been that, like, that game jam. This might have been from that game jam that he did. Why is it coming in clear now? Logitech, bringing you the best in blurry close-up shots. Oh, I love this. Mail Day. This animation was actually really good. I think it showed it off on stream at one point, too. I know, he definitely did. I think I did on my stream, too. Hey, Mario! What do your feet smell like? Well, Billy, tomorrow there will be ghosts in your house. Or in your living room. I screwed up the meme. That was a very, very good animation, too. Alright. Scoot zone. Scoot Sona. Looking good, Vinny. Zip zoom, motherfucker. Again, for anyone not familiar, well, Scoot is... If you're familiar with Animal Crossing, you know what Scoot is, but, Vinny just really likes ducks. And, kind of became a meme that, that he just really likes Scoot. And it's just become a regular thing for the stream. This one looks like it's a little crusty on the side there. But I got it for free, so not a big deal. Infected Shroom, BRB. Maybe that's intentional. We'll be right back after this DMCA. Oh, it seems like the person who made the art is also credited on the side. Proto Kyo. Won't be able to see it on the card, but... Alright, and that's all for the booster pack. I'll put these 2 cards. Alright. So, I haven't even opened this yet. Gonna actually do it on stream right now. Hopefully I don't need... I'd probably get my knife out if I need to. Actually, hold on. My keys. There we go. I can't say it wasn't safe when it was in there, because it was a pain in the ass to open. Alright. Oh my god. Wait, are these like double... No. Oh, wow. Hey, look at that. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, thank god. They're actually in, they're individually wrapped. Well, not per card, per pack. Seems like there's actually like a bunch of stuff in here. Hang on. I might need to get the keys. I'm gonna see what some of this big stuff is, though. Hang on. You know what? That's it right here. I'll put the cards and stuff on there. I don't trust my countertop over there. I'm gonna be gentle opening this because these things are very easy to rip. Oh, this looks cool. Yoshitora, I think, might be the artist of this on the back. Or maybe the artist of the thing in general. Yeah, it's like really like psychedelic. And this is just really neat looking. The shrimp lady's down there. She's riding meat. Yeah, sorry, this is a very crusty stream opening, so this is like the best I can do to put it in view. I think this is like a... You rub this on the surface or something like that? I've gotten things like this before. probably never will. I'm just gonna keep it in the deck. Melpert. And a lot of talent in that community. Oh god. This might be too hot for Twitch. I don't know. But I'm gonna take the risk. I got one of, I don't think Nort's really wanted that in there, but somebody snuck it in. Scandalous. Oh, and then there's like a whole book. There's one more thing here, but I didn't realize that there was like this whole book here. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but yeah, there's like just a booklet that came with it as well. I'll just look at it a little bit and then we'll move on. What's your little name, chat? I am not writing in this. How to read the cards. As a QR code, flash it to open the bit reference. It probably links to, like, the Vinesauce clip on YouTube. I don't think it's... You can't link it on Twitch. Well, you could probably link it on Twitch. Different types of cards. Persona, character, classic bit. Curse, incident, sin, power. A surprising amount of depth. I just got this for fun. This wasn't even really that expensive either. I think it's probably just about as much as... like a collection for Magic the Gathering or something like that. Probably cheaper. Because it's trading cards, it's not like a card game. I don't know who I trade with. I'm the only one IRL that watches Vinny. I'm not hopefully you can see this. I don't want to take it out of the foil. Greetings from the Fallout set. It's a hologram. You're back? Welcome back. Oh shit. Hold on. Cap chat. I think I have that correctly put in. Yeah. I think that, I don't know if he actually went to the Fallout set, or what. Maybe he did, and I just kind of, like, missed when he said he did. Okay, yeah, I may definitely have to get my keys out again for this. Alright, I'm a little concerned about putting these away. Maybe I should have bought the booklet for them. Because these are going to be like... I gotta be very careful with these, because they're going to go all over the place if I accidentally drop them. God. I don't want to bend the cards. There we go. I don't play Magic the Gathering. I haven't since... I think I was in my late teens. I played it once with my cousin. But, I haven't, like, legit played Magic the Gathering regularly since... at least 25 years. I used to play it with my friends. I never played it, like, I was never in a tournament, but I still have my old cards. Mainly just because I like the art on a lot of those older cards. Okay. Take this out. I don't want to accidentally drop these. There we go. We're already, like... Okay, I'll show these off one by one real quick. I don't know how long this is going to take. These are a lot of cards. Family Vinny. Hello, Peter. For some reason... I think somebody was, like, doing this with a whole bunch of different streamers, because I know there was one for Germa as well. It's literally just a group of a whole bunch of different people just saying, hello, Peter, and it's like Peter opening up the door. Got the V-dub. No Babby game here, only shoot. I'm not gonna have enough time to, like, show off every single QR code, so if you want to steal that, you can. Well, you might get Tree Fitty, you might just get a YouTube clip. You will most likely just get a YouTube clip, or a Twitch clip. Oh no, Beanie, what must I do? If I do these more often, I'll actually, like, plan for stuff like this. This was more like, again, this is more like spontaneous. This is Mobile Ad Vinny. Wow, sick, man. Can I, like, creme rolled? Bet. Wondering, what's, like, the best distance that this can pick it up? It's weird. This camera is not very... This webcam is not very good. Hang on. Bring it... I also think it probably just doesn't like close-up shots. I didn't really, like, set it up very well either, so... Red Vox Vinny, famous indie musician. Thank you, paid chat member. I think I have a different version of this card from the booster pack. Blessed Vinny, rarity of a unicorn. Pizza. I just had pizza today. It's from a local Italian place called Femi's. They have a few places around here. They make really good pizza. News Vinny. Witch.tv/Vinesauce. Oh yeah, the picture on this is when he was actually on the news one time. He was actually on the news twice. I don't know which one this was. He was on the news at least once for... It was a slow news day, probably. My local radio station, Preston and Steve, they also talked about it. It was when, like, Trombone Hero, I think it was called, was, like, trending. I mean, it was a nice, happy news for a change. Which band are you listening to? Nice fusion song. This is a playlist.
Does Vinny have his own company?
You could kind of say that Vinesauce is kind of his company. It's his brand. I wouldn't necessarily say he treats it like a full-on business. I don't know. I don't know the behind-the-scenes stuff, so I don't know how it works. So, as to the music, this is Nintendo Jazz Funk Covers Compilations 3. Says the song is Minor B Battle, Pokemon XD. Gale of... I can't read the rest of it. Alright, so back to the cards. Oh yeah, I should be reading what it says up top. It says Personas. Kawaii Vinny. I'm gonna take Kudasai Uwu. Some of these come in really nice. I don't know the distance I'm supposed to have these at to make it do that. I think a little ahead of where my mouse is currently, I guess. Dummy Vinny. Uncanny Valley. I I forget the name of this, but I know what this is from. Well, this is also his outro screen as well, but... He did something with another YouTuber. He appeared in his show. And they let him keep the dummy from when he gets killed on the show. So now it's just featured as his outro most of the time. 8-bit Vinny. Extra crust straight from the 90s. I do remember in one of his streams, he had like a filter on his webcam. One of the few times he was actually using facecam. And it was like in an 8... It looked like it was from like an 8-bit Game Boy. I don't remember exactly what stream that was from, because I didn't watch it when it was live. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I can actually drink my wine. Oh hey, the funny metal man, Joe Vark-Skeletor. Yeah, I actually discovered Joel before... Not discover, I knew Vinny existed. I think in the early days. Even around, like, I think probably...
people trade these cards?
Maybe, I don't know. He just kind of started to do these, I would say, around this year, probably like last year, this year. I don't know anybody personally that I would trade these with. I just got these because I thought it'd be fun. Also, a nice thing to do at the end of the stream. Character, Germa. Last seen laughing at a car accident. Yeah, so if you don't know I'm not going to complete that sentence because it sounds insulting, but a lot of people know Germa. He is currently wanted in 10 states that are alive. Mostly alive. But yeah, I got into Joel before I got into Vinny because it was around the time I was looking for Doom mods and I found Joel's Doom modding contest. I knew about Vinny, I think before even then, but I just never got into him because I was searching for different stuff on YouTube. I think it was because I was into AVGN in like the early YouTube days, so I'm pretty sure that Vinny probably popped up in my recommended at some point. And I just decided not to watch it. But yeah, after I discovered Joel, I think he either raided or hosted Vinny. And that's when I started getting into him, because he was on at a good time. Vinny is usually on right before, during, and right after I'm going to work. So usually when I'm done my stream and I'm getting ready for work, I put Vinny on in the background, because he usually streams Sunday through Thursday. Sunday night through Thursday night. For me, Eastern time. And lately, whenever he streams, sometimes he's been streaming in the afternoon, so I'll miss it sometimes. When he streams in the evenings, I'm able to listen to him while I'm driving to work, and then I can watch him while I'm doing my work when I'm at work. Alright, so, yeah, some added context. Oh yeah, and then about Germa. I don't remember exactly when I discovered Germa. I think maybe in 2019. 2020. And again, it was either through Vinny or through Joel again. I don't know exactly how I found out about him. He might have just shown up in my YouTube recommended. But I just thought he was funny too. The interesting thing about Germa is that he tends to go viral a lot, but I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, I'm not on Instagram. I'm only really on YouTube and Twitch. I don't really care about all the other social media stuff. And I haven't been on Twitter in years, so... So yeah, I never really discovered him through that, if he trends on there a lot. I think he probably just started showing up on my YouTube feed, or maybe I got recommended from it. I don't exactly remember how, but... May I ask you a personal opinion? Sure, go ahead. I'll answer it right after I show off this next card, because I really gotta show these off fairly rapidly. This one I don't even know, so I can't even explain this one to you. Just called Despair. Oh no, wait, it's Sponge. That's, I don't know the exact origins of him. It might have been in that video that they showed of, like, all of his highlights, for the 15th anniversary event that they had the Saturday at Too Many Games. Okay, character, the purple one. Tinky Winky. I think it's evil Tinky Winky. I do what I fucking want. I do what I fucking want. Horrific, I love it. Vinesauce. I think I actually know the origin of this. I think you might have actually been on stream talking to someone from Verizon because he was having internet troubles. And while he was on hold, he was just drawing this on stream. I think he used the guy as a reference, and then he just started drawing him with, like, a giant forehead. I think that's the extent of that. What do you think that makes streamers go viral on Twitch? A lot of it has to do with luck. Aside from girls with shiny, colorful neon hair wig, tight leather clothes, and their bikini. Has to do with luck. If people find you funny. I would say talent. Maybe if you're good with marketing. Networking has a lot to do with it too. Me, I just do this because it's fun. I do like a little bit of promotion, but I don't like go overboard because for one, I don't have the time. I have a full-time job. Again, I've only been streaming so much this week because I took a week vacation. I usually do around the first week in July. But yeah, I could probably get, if anyone wanted to actually like figure out how do you get big on Twitch or YouTube, I'm probably not the best person to talk about that. Because I don't go crazy with it. I just do this because it's fun, and it's something to look forward to every day. Alright, and with that out of the way... Character, Donga Face. This is from one of his, corruption streams. Yeah, corruption stockpile. Why did she become Squidward? Corruption streams are one of my favorite streams. One of my favorite, Sunday stream bits. Obviously, getting Doom with it. That's also one of my favorites. I've submitted some stuff. I'm not I submitted Divine Frequency. I probably wasn't the only one that did, but that was the only thing that I can recall that he actually checked out. I recommended, like, Doom CE and Doom 64 CE, but it's just a matter of whether or not he can even get to it, because he probably gets tons of emails. So if he gets to it, he gets to it. If he doesn't, it's whatever. I just ask because I remember some conversations about it. Many girls commented about doing that. Using provocative clothes to get viewers while playing games. Yeah, I don't really have a problem, and I personally don't really have a problem with, like, women doing that in particular. I mean, like, get that bag, and I do feel like a lot of the time you have to have a really good personality, and you really do have to, like, talk, converse. You have to be pleasant. Sometimes sometimes the asshole thing works, but not for someone like me. So I would rather be known as someone you like, you know, go, oh wow, that guy's kind of a nerd like me. Maybe I should watch him. Probably not, but maybe I'll give him a shot. Oh hey, this guy's actually kind of nice. Because that's what I usually like looking for. I don't really... The whole fad of being loud and angry died in my 20s. I'm in my late 30s now, so I kind of like it if you're just kind of like a nerd and you're enjoying something. Again, that's why I like a lot of the streamers that I watch. Watching somebody rage or get angry is good for a little bit. I don't really like watching that all the time now. So... Next one, Liminal Man. Chat, let's make a new meme. I remember when this was happening. I don't remember exactly what stream. Maybe Interior Worlds? I don't know. But I'm partial to liminal spaces as well. I like those. I like checking those out. But what I enjoy is good gameplay. People pretending to be troll and getting famous. Yeah, again, it works for some people. I won't dish on anybody that I don't like. I only ever like recommending people that I do like. I won't necessarily say I'm perfect in this regard, but I would rather promote people that I enjoy. Even as a, you know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm a fairly small streamer. Johnny Somali. Well, that person you can name drop because nobody likes him. He's going to serve like 10 to 20 years in a South Korean prison. And I don't think there is a single person that not even his own audience, I think, has sympathy for him. That's probably the one person I would not mind, I would allow to, like, name drop here. Because not only, because Moist Critical, like, highlighted him and how, like, awful of a person he is. So, like, everybody knows about him. Everybody knows how much of a piece of shit he is. That's one of the few exceptions that I would make. I know, if you're just kind of an asshole, but you didn't do anything, like, legally wrong, then I don't think I'd call you out for something like that. I don't really like to be that type of person. I was almost kind of that person, like, in my 20s. I was less afraid of that, but when I was streaming, but... Was I streaming in my 20s? Yeah, late 20s. I've been doing this for a while, really. But again, I don't mind, because it's fun. It's always been fun. Alright, next one. Bungie the Frog. If I'm not close to finishing this by the time I reach the 5-hour mark, I might maybe open the second deck, like, some other time. And just do a second stream, because I didn't realize how many cards were in this. This is... I definitely think I got my money's worth with this, because these are way more cards than I thought there would be. Not only on gaming stuff, just being streaming content creator, like in sports. And people being toxic. Sports, like esports and something like that, you kind of have adrenaline flowing, and I don't mind, like, a little shit talking here and there. Like, I do it sometimes when I play Dead by Daylight. But that game kind of makes you... That game does kind of make you toxic. You really gotta watch yourself. Some people are really good at not letting a game like that get to you, but, I'm not as good at that in that regard, but I watch myself. Alright, next card... Bungie the Frog. Shut up. I didn't see the stream when it was live, but I did watch the YouTube playback of this. That is a terrifying frog. I forget, does he have a, Does he have an emote of Bungie? Nah. He might have something like it that's not named Bungie, but... I could probably show it off real quick. Just like a video clip. Okay, I should be on YouTube. If I can't find this in, like, the next 30 seconds, I'm just gonna drop it, but... I just wanted to see if I could find like a quick clip to maybe jog your memory. Okay, that was... I'm glad I didn't have that on stream, because that was actually very disturbing.
Harvester. Well, that's not so scary.
Well, that's a voice. That wasn't like a clip from the... from the edutainment game. It was Bungie getting run over by a harvester from Command & Conquer. But yeah, that's kind of how his voice sounds. What kind of weird mouse is that? Oh, this is a vertical mouse. When I was using regular mice, when I was using a regular mouse, I was getting a nasty case of carpal tunnel. So vertical mice, yeah, you hold it like this. It helps with your, it helps with wrist pain. Like, I can actually use it for gaming, too. That's actually a really good mice, or really good mouse. Dancing Orange. I'm not so familiar with this one. Yeah, I'm not, I don't exactly know what stream that's from, so I can't really give any context to that. I think I've seen it, like, once before show up, but... Oh yeah, you know what? We're gonna have to do, like, the other one some other time. This is gonna take so long to do. There's so many cards in this one deck alone. So we'll probably have to finish, like, this one up. And it'll probably take me to the 5-hour mark, especially with how slow I'm doing these. So, probably be another look at these cards in another stream. Probably on a weekend stream, because I don't think I'll have time during the week to do it. Okay, next one on the list. Daksu. Such magnificent creatures, every week you see them swim and you cry. For only ducks can truly perceive reality. Glorious ducks. Again, Vinny really likes ducks. I don't blame him either. Ducks aren't assholes. Geese are assholes. Some geese. Not all geese. Seagulls, they kind of suck too. I'm familiar with them. Pigeons aren't bad. I know the ones in New York are very spoiled, so they will literally not move. Philly, the pigeons aren't nearly as spoiled in Philly. So, they'll run away if you get too close. Or, they'll fly away. I've never seen a duck in my life. Yeah, it might depend on where you live. I don't see ducks very often because I'm not like a hiker or anything like that. I don't really go outside that often. And when I do, it's usually late at night. But, the most I usually see ducks is when I go to the Philadelphia Zoo, and I haven't gone there in years, so. Next one, Freddy Freaker. Hold on. Right, this one I should be able to find pretty fast. Have it in the background while I show it off.
It's the freak phone, and here's the party freak. Freddy Freaker, dance a new sensation.
Call now.
Doing the freak. Call now. 1-900-490-FREAK. Join the party, the fast and easy way. To hear what's scamming from New York to LA. Call now. 1-900-490-FREAK. What's happening? What's jamming? Party till you drop. Dial and hear the action. What's hot?
It's from one of his commercial chaos streams. Funny thing is, Joel, I think, saw it before Vinny did. And it was when he was playing one of the Five Nights at Freddy's games. I wanted to try streaming Metal Gear today, but I don't know what software I could use. OBS is probably the easiest one because it's free and there's a ton of tutorials for it. I've never had duck. I've had chicken, I've had turkey. Everybody's had chicken and turkey. Especially if you're in the US. I don't know where duck would be a delicacy. Couldn't say. Eggplant face. This was from what... I think I watched this when it happened live. When I find myself in times of trouble, eggplant face calls to me. That was probably one of the funniest streams I've watched. Yeah, the corruption streams are some of my favorite. I don't think too many people have been making them lately because they're actually extremely hard to do. Which software do you use for streaming? I use OBS Studio. Use the open source version. Don't use use OBS Studio. Do not use Streamlabs OBS. I hear people have nothing but problems with that. Beatles reference in that? I don't think there's a Beatles reference in Eggplant Face. But Vinny is a fan of the Beatles. I do know that. Stray Cat Girl. What do you mean? What do you mean, Cat Girl? Chat? I never watched this stream. I don't think I've watched the stream. That might have been early. We like the pain. I don't know where the pain goblin came from. But I know where We Like the Pain came from. It's a song in Cyberpunk. Love that game, by the way. I did multiple playthroughs of that on my own time. And Phantom Liberty. I do know that Pain Goblin, I think that's one of his emotes as well. Classic bit, Comic-Con. Social anxiety disorder. I've never been to a Comic-Con. I contemplated going to Philly Comic-Con. I'm not too fond of taking public transportation for one, and two, I'm only ever really interested in video games. That's my primary hobby, of course. Maybe some music. Where I live, only rich people go to Comic-Con. Mostly middle class here. Classic bit. Father, Speen, DMC2. Aha. Father, stop talking nonsense. I need to take a shit. Okay, yeah, if I put it right there, it has been consistently... So apologies that the other ones were probably a bit blurry. Sunday stream, you never know. This was this picture in particular. I remember this. I was there for that stream. I remember he was particularly tired that day because I think he was busy. So I think he just streamed for a little bit, and he was just doing these like small games that he had, I think on Steam. Or maybe itch.io, I don't know. He completely cracked that day. I think he was doing like Mushroom Simulator or something like that. People were telling him to like boot up all these like different games. It's different like short games while he was talking to the chat. And then at some point he was just... He didn't know what to do, so he just started laughing almost hysterically. I've been there at times. I've definitely been there at times where you're so tired, but you don't want to go to sleep. You had a busy day, very mentally draining, and then you do something that's not even that particularly funny, but you just crack the fuck up, and you can't stop for like a solid few minutes. I've definitely had those days. Hell, I might have had them on stream, but I can't remember. Classic bit, egg-like. This one I'm not so familiar with. The good old days. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. I think those are the lyrics. I guess that's a Smash Mouth reference. I know at one point he was talking about Smash Mouth. and my camera decided, you know what, I'm not going to work again for some random reason. Sorry about that. Is it? What, you mean that's the song? Smash Mouth All-Star. Alright, this next one from Plug and Plague. I think I watched this when it was live. No, actually, I think I caught it on the YouTube video. Or the YouTube VOD. But yeah, it was just a bunch of cheap games that, I think that one in particular had like a really, really funny sound effect. That just kept playing. If I'm remembering that right, I don't know. Classic bit creepypasta. The end. You fucking idiot. Kinda focused. This was when he was playing Mario.exe games. I wonder... Yeah, Spooktober. Oh, so it was one of those times where he was doing it in October. I contemplated playing stuff like that before. Maybe not Mario.exe, but... I always play, like, a bunch of different horror games over October. I love October. Very streamer-friendly month. Bootleg. I remember this. I didn't watch it when it was live, though. Barf Boy, Kung Fu Pokechu. This was, I think, yeah, it was a bootleg. It was a bootleg game that he was playing and had, like, a Pokemon skin. And I think it was... You were, like, controlling Pikachu, and there was, like, a femme Pikachu that was following you, and you lost it. Okay, Yami. Alright, yeah, well, I'll have to save that second pack for another time. I'm not going to be able to get to it. I'll be here for way longer than I want. It's already almost 11 o'clock here. Sorry if I hit the mic. Cardception. See, he does his own card sauce things, and like I said, usually wears gloves when he does it. I didn't have any on hand, so... I'm sorry. I swear my hands are clean, though. But I doubt anyone's gonna want these cards, but me. No offense. Terminal 7. It's all in your head, Luigi. God, that hurt my throat. So, I played this mod. I streamed it, because it's a Half-Life 2 mod. Surprisingly, a lot of depth to it. I think this was a genuinely one of the best Half-Life 2 mods that have been made. And it's all based on a meme. It took itself so seriously, but it was still tasteful. And it's all based on a Vinesauce meme. It was just a bit that I think he did during a Mario stream. I don't know exactly when he did it. That was a very early meme, I think. That was before I was watching him. But yeah, that mod, it is called Terminal 7. I highly recommend it if you like Half-Life 2 mods. Very, very good mod. Like, disgustingly good. Classic bit. What do you mean? What? What do you mean, chat? I think I got a similar one to this already, just has different art. The cat girl one. That's right. This is the normal one. That's just one of his lines. Say the line, Bart. Classic bit. Bat. From the Choice's voice. He was, yeah, it's a Nintendo DS game where you have to mimic the voice. I don't know if it's on, like, a Mario Party game that was on the Nintendo DS. Or if it was just like a mini game for that, because I never owned a DS. But yeah, you had to imitate different Mario characters. His totally legit Nintendo DS was bugging out. And when he tried speaking to the mic, after he tested it, it just kept repeatedly saying BAP over and over. Oh yeah, and I saw this when I was playing Metroid Planets today. A pussy, please. Focus. Focus, Logitech. Can barely see that. For some random reason, the camera really hates that card. That was another instance where it was the end of the day, he was closing out a stream. He wanted to play that and do, like, the art segment. And, the way... He didn't realize that he said that, that creator's name before. Kapusi, please. And it said it real fast, and it just made him crack up. Again, I think everyone's been there at some point, especially if you're a streamer. Yeah, here's the... probably one of the weirdest memes he's ever created. Diaper Chief. Snake, are you familiar with the Diaper Chief bit from Vinny Vinesauce? No, Vinny, I'm vetoing that bit. I'm vetoing the Diaper Chief right now. Liam Triforce. I think that's one of his mods. Focus, please, Logitech. Is that even safe for... That might not be safe for Twitch. It probably is. Classic bit. Labor Day. Cutting some watermelons on Labor Day. This is... I have not even watched this. I think it might actually be on his channel still. I think this was when he was doing public access. And that was like before he was even a streamer. So that was like probably 2000s, maybe early 2010s. I have never been on public access before. I never even did the, I never even did, my school, like, Channel 1 kind of thing, either. I might need some water soon, as my throat is getting very crusty. Corn Porn Industries. Chat, I actually got an A on this project. I don't remember... I know some context to this, but not much, and it's really hard to explain. I think he might have actually done something like this for school. Again, I'm not nearly that creative. Like, the most interesting thing I think I've ever done for a school project was talk about gorillas in my freshman year music theory class. Yeah, I mentioned high school, not college. Classic bit. Commercial chaos. I don't know why this one's highlighted. I don't remember this commercial. It counts, chat. Maybe it's highlighting the fact that he's, like, popping out of the TV. I know he likes highlighting that. In, commercial chaos. Focus, please. Okay, it's not gonna focus. Logitech does not like this card. Oh, hey, this is timely. Well... yeah, it's still the 4th. Classic big 4th of July. Nothing says freedom like total explosive annihilation. He actually did this, recently, too. He did it on Thursday. Played Fireworks Mania. Which you can find right on stream. You might be familiar with what that art is, mimicking. Goon Cave. You know, Mr. Worf, I'm something of a goon myself. I don't know what stream that's from. I don't know if that's when he got scared by the pizza. The pizza maker horror game or whatever it was. I don't think it is. I think this is something different. Logitech doesn't like it either, so... sorry. Liminal Mall. I don't know if this is from... this is from Anemoiopolis. I played that one. Cool place. I've mentioned before, I like liminal games because they have the opposite effect on me. A lot of people feel very uncomfortable when they play them. If they don't have a monster in them, I'm strangely at peace when I'm in them. I don't know what that says about me, but... alright, hold on. Put these cards down. Oh god, don't let them fall. I have to drink some water. Throat is less crusty. Cursed Dink. This was... I don't know if this was created when the whole rotten womb thing happened. I forget exactly when Mr. Dink showed up. But he has been a recurring theme in Vinny's stream. Sit on the couch, Ducklift. Oh, that's the only thing I remember. Cursed Germa. The face of a deranged man. When he got terrified of the Thing video game. It's like someone shot a discombobulator into his face. Like, people were like lightning fast making that. Again, some people are just notoriously good with with Photoshop. Cursed Plumber. Bim Bam Yahoo Okie Dokie. I don't know if that's... It doesn't say exactly where that's from. I don't know if that was from a corruption stream, or if he was just messing around with Mario's face at the start of Mario 64. Always loved those. Always had good memories of Mario 64 and just messing around with his face. Cursed Pizza. This is disgusting. An Italian's greatest enemy. It's a pizza with pork and beans on it. Again, probably would look more disgusting if Logitech does not want to focus in on that. Cursed Baby. Crawl like a little baby. Could you do that for me? Can you do that? Oh my god, this is loud. Epic meme. With really loud music. Shit. What was that? David Lynch? That was from, like a behind-the-scenes David Lynch thing, that line. Hold on, we gotta turn this down. I know he's a fan of David Lynch. I don't remember if I've ever watched a David Lynch movie. I think I've seen one, but I can't remember what it was. Like, actually him having some involvement in it, as a director or otherwise. I probably should. Rest in peace. He did pass away, I think, sometime within the last year. I think, not to bring the mood down. It was, I think, because of the California wildfires. So, yeah, again, rest in peace. Lost a great artist there. Anyway. To 100% change the tone. DMCA. The one and only true jump scare. Every, YouTuber and Twitch streamer's nightmare. So, I can definitely relate. I don't mind so much when I'm taking breaks. It's always when it's in the middle of the stream, because your bot can get muted if you're on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you might just get shit canned. Because record labels need their money. Puke incident. No need to be upset, kiddo. Was this when... I think this was when, he was talking about how he got so mad at his friends when they were playing I don't know if it was his friend. He got so mad at Mario Kart that he ended up puking on the floor. Now, Twin Peaks, I never saw Twin Peaks, but I do know that's one of his movies. But going back to this, now, me personally, I have never gotten to the point where I've gotten so angry at something I wanted to puke. I have gotten so angry at something that I've broken something. Or I've thrown controllers. I've thrown it at when I was playing Wind Waker once. I broke the case for the first Mass Effect game because I died on a boss. Actually on stream, I still have that clip. I got pissed off at the Arkham City DLC. I got pissed off at the Arkham City DLC so much where I rage quit and threw the controller I was using. I don't think I've ever gotten that visibly angry on stream since. I keep my temper in check. Especially since I get older, it's a lot easier. As I've gotten older, I've just kind of gotten happier. So, it's less often that I lose my shit over something because I can control my temper a little bit easier. Coney... This one, I don't know the context behind this one. I don't know if I've actually was... I don't know if I was, if I've seen the context and I don't remember it. The only thing that I can say is that I have... I don't know if this is something that everybody can share about themselves, but I have had to relieve myself a couple of times after a night of drinking in public, because if I didn't, I was going to piss myself. I have only ever done that in my 20s. I've gotten, like, piss drunk. I think the last time I did, and I think I've mentioned this on stream too, was, I've gotten drunk more recently than this, but not like this, where I only remember parts of the night. Was at my one friend's wedding reception. And that was during around the time of COVID, so we didn't have a reception when they had the wedding. So we had the reception at a different point in time. And me and my one friend, who was my other friend, who's also a friend of my one friend. I might as well just say their first names. It was my friend Joe was getting married, so they had the reception later. So we had to have the tuxes again, all that, you know, all that. My other friend Sean and I got very, very, extremely drunk at that. He is a bad influence on me sometimes. But no, I only have myself to blame if I get that insanely drunk. But it's exceedingly rare that I do, because I don't even like getting drunk anymore. Maybe in my 20s when it was fun and we were goofing around, not so much in my 30s, it hits you a lot harder. But yeah, that night was still a lot of fun, though. That hangover that I had was not nearly as bad as I think it hit my one friend, so... As you get older, you become more chill, definitely. At least for me. I don't know how it is for most people. Alright, and getting back to the cards. Cheesecake incident. Please be more tolerant with lactose, Vinny. I don't exactly remember the context behind this either, but I can definitely sympathize with the lactose intolerance. I actually avoid regular milk because of that. I don't really like eating ice cream anymore either for that reason. I know they make lactate-free milk, or ice cream, but I have lactate-free milk, but... Permanent. Permanent. Spine damage. Permanent. This is when he was playing bad at SNES games, and one of them was Nickelodeon Guts. And he just created a song out of the background music. Another good bit. I think that one. Active Worlds Incident. I'm not really that familiar with this one. Are you lost? This is not the only worlds. Maybe I've watched this one. I don't know, I don't exactly remember the context of this one. Fucking hell, focus. One of these days, Logitech will consistently focus. It might have been one of those PC game, like, they used to be online or whatever, and he was, like, checking out, like, Dead Worlds or something like that. I don't know, it's not Interior Worlds, that's not the same graphics. Besides, you never see your player character in that, so... Okay, yeah, we're getting down to the last few, and we're almost 5 hours in, so you know what, I'll finish out this pack. We will have a second stream of this, hopefully less crustier. And I will unbag this pack and look at it. So I have like a whole other deck left. I didn't realize how many cards there would be in this. Definitely got my money's worth. Smile Ghost Incident. I played something like this. I played the Doom mod that someone did for Joel's Doom modding contest. He played, like, the actual game for it. I don't know if he played the Doom mod as well. But I actually finished that. I finished the Doom mod anyway. I don't think Joel did. But that one was funny. That one was definitely a good one. I think I watched the YouTube VOD of that. Obviously, I wasn't there when that happened live, but... Doom, which one? It was a Doom 2 mapping contest. That, Joel, Vark Skeletor on Twitch, and I think also YouTube. Could even do a short stream with just the second deck. Yeah. I don't know if I could do an entire stream with that. This is really only taking about an hour and a half. But yeah, definitely, I could definitely do a short stream. Probably, again, it'll probably be next weekend, if I do that. You like Final Doom? Bless you. My favorite, if you factor mods, is Doom 2. If you don't factor mods, it's actually Doom 64, because I like horror games. Doom 64 has more of a horror vibe. And I do like Doom 3 as well. Master Levels is okay. There isn't really a mainline Doom game, or even some of the ones in the classic Doom thing. Like, at least all the ones listed on the Kex Engine Doom, the Night Dive Remaster. I can still play those just fine. I can at least tolerate them. But I still enjoy playing them in general, because I'm really good at them. Alright. Back to this. The Pac-Man incident, I was there when this happened live. I always love the Horseman streams. This was the first one. This was when they were playing Lethal Company. The context behind this is Germa thought that him looking at the cameras and seeing Stir trying to get out of trying to get back to the ship thing. He was watching him on the monitor, and it kind of looked like Pac-Man, so he started playing Pac-Man music. And that attracted some of the monsters that were outside, and Germa got everybody killed. That was when I discovered that PokeLols, who is part of the Horsemen, one of the streamers that's part of the Horsemen, has, the best Looney Tunes scream natural Looney Tunes scream I think I have ever heard. I recommend Poke. Because he is a special individual. And I mean that in the best possible way, too. I don't get to watch him very often, mainly because I'm usually watching somebody else, or he's just not on in an hour where I can actually just sit back and watch a stream. But I still recommend him, because he seems like he's a cool guy. Mortis. I don't get scared easily, chat. So, that saying, the context behind that saying is, well, there was something in Mortis that took him by, or in, Faith. I don't know what chapter it was in. But he said that line, and then a jump scare happened right after that in that game. I've never played Faith. I probably should eventually, because it's by David Zemansky. I think it's not just him. I think it's him and another developer. But David Zemansky did Dusk, and I love Dusk, so... God, I still have this water here. Alright. Sin? Legally distinct Biscuits Hut. Oh. Oh, I know what this is referring to. This does not have a QR code on it either. What card? I don't know what you're talking about. The context behind this is there was a game that he streamed that was kind of forgotten called... I don't exactly remember the name of it. I know it's I think it's Cookies Hustle or something like that. And what sucked about that is that was actually a really interesting game. And it had unique art, it was a very artistic kind of game. Japanese game. I think the developer behind it is extremely protective of it, to the point where if anyone even so much as comments about it, their stream tends to get DMCA'd, or the video tends to get DMCA'd. And that's very, very unfortunate, because it, most people just want to celebrate that it exists. So yeah, it's quite unfortunate that they're like that, so. Because it was very interesting. Robertsons. What do we have here? A very nice set of belts. I'm not exactly sure what the context here is, but... Also, that's a very nice tie. Oh god. This is from Commercial Chaos. It's hip. Don't get horny for the bee chat. There were a lot of discussions about the birds and the bees that day, I assure you. I like that the, whatever she's holding is censored, too. Why does the bee have to be hot, chat? Why? The jar. Never ask about the jar. I don't know the context behind this one. I don't think I was there whenever this happened on stream. I just could not tell you. Looks like an anime girl inside a jar. I just realized my chat is behind everything. I apologize for that. Keep it off for now because the stream's almost done. I promise I'll fix things next time so that they look more clean. Non-standard Samsons. It's against the rules. Nice reference to The Simpsons and probably Futurama, because it looks like Nortz is in a gefilte fish jar. And then Grey Leno in the middle. Yeah, Vinny he didn't really watch much of The Simpsons when he was younger. I was a big fan of early Simpsons. Watching them when I got older, they had much more context. Because... yeah, they're all really good. Like I said, I get like 80 to 90% of what they're referencing. But yeah, I've been a fan of The Simpsons, so I get a lot more of the those kind of references that he has in his streams. I still have my DVDs of all of the old seasons. I haven't watched commentaries for every episode, but I watched them on quite a few. Early Simpsons was peak. I would say probably season 6, 7. Whichever season had Itchy and Scratchy Land was probably my favorite season. I think it might have been the same season with Hank Scorpio, because I love that episode. Sin, cheap jump scare. Now, this is from a Half-Life 2 mod. That could be from multiple Half-Life 2 mods, for all I know. I don't know where this specific picture came from. But yeah, or probably Gmod. More likely Gmod. But yeah, I'm very familiar with that. I used to play a shit ton of Gary's mod. Back in the day, way before I discovered Vinny. For, like, multiple reasons. Lime's jump scare, I do know the context behind this one. Vinny has never had much luck with anime girls. So there was another stream, another Lethal Company stream, where he was with Lime's... I don't remember who the other two were that were with him that day. But he was messing with the circuit breaker and turning the lights on and off. Limes did a maniacal laugh behind him and scared the shit out of him so hard that he left his chair. Limes is notorious for, I think, unintentionally getting under Vinny's skin sometimes. It's all in good fun because they're friends. I've watched Limes a few times. I watched a bit of her Cyberpunk playthrough, and I've commented a bit on her YouTube VODs. Just to give, like, added context, because I like those games. Or, like, some of the stuff that was happening in the game. nice to see you having enjoyment from your purchase. Yeah, it's nice going through these just because it's been cool doing something new. I don't usually do stuff like this. Alright, we're on the last card. And then we can close out for the night. And probably one of the best ones. True jump scare. Making da pizza puts Vinny in his most vulnerable. He was doing a Star Wars bit during this. And he let his guard down a little too much. And it was a horror game. This was, I was talking about this earlier, actually. It's where you're running a pizza restaurant, like late at night. And spooky stuff happens. And you know what's funny? He's not the only one that I watched this from. I also watched Bak Basut play this. And that's how you can tell that this jump scare was very effective, because Bak likes to, like, fake act like he's getting scared, because typically he does not get jump scared or unsettled by games, because he plays, like, he's a Resident Evil speedrunner. He likes playing horror games in general. He's done, like, challenge runs, like, with the Resident Evil randomizers. So, because he's been doing that, like, for most of his life, like, just playing Resident Evil games and things like that, like, he loves horror games. Him in particular, he doesn't get scared that easily. That was the first time where you could genuinely see he genuinely got scared by that. Because he didn't do his, like, normal bit. He was, like, extremely quiet, and then he had to pause the game. He even, like, said that genuinely got me. Alright, and, isn't that great that, I end the, unboxing portion of a Vinesauce stream talking about a different streamer entirely? But yeah, that is it for the portion. I guess you can see my face for a little bit. My hair doesn't look like a mess, because I actually have hair gel on. So my hair actually looks pretty decent. That picture that you saw of me when I was at a TMG, I think the gel in my hair was kind of, like, gone at that point, so that's why I looked a little more frizzy. Isn't it great that I can also talk about this for no reason? So, thank you all for being here for tonight. That is it. I will be doing another stream of this since this was a lot of fun. I'll see if maybe I can do some more proper setup. I might do this after the Metroid Planet stream on Saturday. Not tomorrow, the Saturday after. Since, again, I just enjoyed this immensely. I didn't realize I was getting this amount of cards from that whole thing. So, and I got even more than that, too. So, the last pack probably won't take as long as this whole thing, because I had other stuff that I was showing off as well, so. Hope you enjoyed this segment.